since most of my tiles are going to be comprised of images, I'm going to create them with the pictures on the pictures layer. So I'm going to have the pictures layer selected, and I'm going to go over to the tools on the left hand side and select the rectangle frame tool, and you can either click on the tool or press F on your keyboard. So now my frame tool is ready, and I'm just going to start drawing out some objects on the screen. Because I don't want them to be like super cookie cutter, I'm going to make these various sizes, but I really want to keep to the grid. That's why I created the grid, so that I would have a nice guideline. And I think I'm just going to like move some around. So I'm going to duplicate this square right here, this frame that's square, and I'm going to hit the Alt key to create my duplicate and place it somewhere on the screen. Let's place it maybe here, and maybe I'll place another one down here. I'm going to do the same thing with this square in the upper left hand corner, and I'm going to create a duplicate, put it there. Let's create another duplicate, put it there maybe. And you can just play around with these different sizes because, you know, we're just trying to make an interesting design here. Put that there. Maybe I'll move this down here. Even that up. And maybe I'll move this one over here. So I may or may not even keep the size of these grids like this. I'm not sure yet, but I think I'll just work with this right now. So I have some various different sizes. I have this medium size, a square, these smaller rectangle, the longer rectangle. So this is just a way to play around with these different sizes of images. And I left this corner, the bottom right hand corner, empty because I'm going to put some navigation icons down here on the bottom, and I'm going to do that a little bit later. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and fill all these frames with some images. So let me go ahead and select a frame. I'll just select this first frame in the upper left hand corner. I'm going to hit Control D, or you can go to File and Place. And I'm going to find some pictures that I can put into this frame. So I have some stock pictures that I already have, and I'm going to use these stock pictures to populate this text, this image frame. So let's see. And I want to fit the frame, so actually I'm going to make an object style really quickly. Okay, so I've gone and I've placed this picture into the picture frame. I created an object style to go with each of these frames so that everything looks pretty much the same and I don't have to recreate the same settings for every picture. So if you go to the preview mode just by hitting W on the keyboard, you can see the preview, how the picture is in the frame, and there's a slight drop shadow around the boundaries of the picture frame itself. So I'm going to repeat this process with all of the other pictures. The object style that I used here, I created a new object style called Fill Frame Drop Shadow, and the settings that I placed on this was just a frame fitting option to fill the frame proportionally from the center, align center. And then also I created a drop shadow with 50% opacity, 2.828 pixels, distance 2 pixels, x offset 2 pixels, y offset 3 pixel size, and a noise of 2%. And this is just a nice subtle drop shadow that I like to use. So that's going to be applied to every frame here. And so what I'm going to do actually, just to speed things up, is I'm going to select all these frames and then just go ahead and apply the object style to those frames. And I'm going to do the same thing over here with these two, apply the object style. So now I should be able to just go in, find an image that I like, okay, so I have all the pictures selected and placed into the frames, and now I'm just kind of experimenting with the positioning of some of these pictures, and I'm moving them around a little bit to just kind of see what it is that I like. I think that I'm actually going to move a couple things around here because I don't want all the books on the bottom like that. I want them all to be random, a little more random. So I'm just going to move some things around a little bit to give it some variety. Okay, that looks pretty good to me. So just looking at this right now, I'm going to preview it by pressing the W key on the keyboard. And so far that's looking pretty good. Everything is positioned really well. I'm going to move this over a little bit so you can see. Okay. That's a little bit better. I'm going to move it over a little bit more. Okay. And I think I'm going to, maybe I'm going to move this over a tad bit. Okay. I think I'm pretty happy with this. And I'm just going to hit Shift W to see what this looks like full screen. And so far, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So I'm going to save that. And in the next video, I'm going to introduce some interactivity into this design.